What's going on, YouTube? So we're going to do another video today. Today we're going to talk about the different kinds of catfish hooks. These are the three main kinds of hooks that you're going to have. You're going to have your Kale hooks, you have your circles, and then you're going to have what I call your hybrids. Alright, now each hook, each category does something different. You use them a certain way. Alright, we'll start off with the Kale hooks. These are more so for setting the hook yourself. Alright, typically, if you get a bite, if a fish runs with your bait, you're going to want to yank the pole up and set the hook yourself. That's the main difference between this Kale hook and this circle hook. The circle hook is more so for locking in a rod holder, and when that fish runs with the bait, the hook will set itself. That's why you see most guys out on the boat, they typically use a circle hook, and when the rod gets taken down, they just crank down the reel and they lift it out of the rod holder and the hook should be set. Your hybrids, on the other hand, can be both. You can either set these hooks or they can be set themselves. Your Kale hooks, in my opinion, are more so the better way to go if you're using a slip float rig and you're setting the hook when you see the bobber go down. That's just a more of a funner way, in my opinion, to use them. And then of course, these are better if you actually have a rod holder. If you're on the bank and you have a rod holder, and you can stand your rod up and let it be taken down by the fish and it'll set itself. Or if it's laying flat on the ground, all you do is you would just slowly raise up your rod, and that'll be shown in future videos. Now, the main reason why these hybrids can be either set where they set themselves, and I know what a lot of people, they get them mixed up because they do look an awful like, is the simple offset or the bend on that eye right there. This is completely straight, this one is bent back. So with this one being straight and that fish takes it, that tension will be going straight up. Alright, so with that tension being straight and the fish pulling, it's gonna set itself. This one, with that eye being bent back, that's gonna allow it. It's gonna have that wide circle for either setting itself. Obviously, these would set themselves better, in my opinion, than these. Or if you pull back and you'll have your tension this way, you can pull and allow that hook to be set by pulling the rod. They're 7/0. It's a Pro Cat hook. You find them at Academy. It's the only place I've been able to find them at. This is a Bass Pro Kale hook, and I've actually had these hooks set themselves before. I believe this is the 9/0. And then right here you have the famous Mustad wide. You can see right here, this is what your traditional circle hook is going to look like. There is a little bit of a difference. Only difference is this is a wide gap hook. So pretty much serves the same purpose. Some would argue that this one would have better hook sets. My opinion, it just has a wider gap, makes it easier for hooking bigger baits. Which this, by the way, is also a Bass Pro circle hook. And both of these are actually Whisker Seeker hooks. This is their version of a octopus circle. That's what a lot of people consider this style of hook, is an octopus circle, which, like I said, it's pretty much a double action. You can use it either way, but this is the Whisker Seeker triple threat. This one is actually called the hybrid hook. So that's your main rundown of your three most common hook categories that you're going to find on the market. It just depends on how you're going to fish. If you like to set the hook yourself and you like whipping your rod up real hard and being silly about it, which is fun, it's not stupid. It's fun. I like doing it. Go with the Kale. If you got rod holders, you're in a boat, you're either going to want to go with the Circle or the Hybrid. This personally is one of my recent favorites, but this I've caught more fish on. I've never missed a fish on this particular hook. I've missed them on other Kales, but this one in particular, I haven't. Only difference I can really tell is if I want to make this one match this one, I would have to take pliers, and I've actually done this, take pliers and bend that shaft of the hook and the point more in together. That's the only difference I can find in those. But yeah, just figure out how you're wanting to catch your fish, and then that's how you figure out your hook. Honestly, like I said, 62-pound blue on that, so the size of the hook it really doesn't matter.